Hi, my name is David, and I'm going to walk you through how I solved the CSWP practice problem 13.7. For this problem, we're still getting practice with the shell feature, and if we look at what we need to do before we shell, it looks like we need to construct almost all of the main body. However, the skirt on the bottom, or this lip, or whatever you want to call it on the bottom here, looks like it's not shelled. If we look at this detailed view, it looks like the shell doesn't extend into that skirt. So we're going to add that skirt in at the end. Also, we're going to do the circular cut at the end after the shell because it looks like we can see through to the bottom here. So this circular cut we're going to put in after the shell. All right, so let's get started in the top plane. What we'll do is we'll create the circle with, it's got radius of 108, so times 2 for the diameter. We'll put a line here. Oops. Right there. And then we'll put another line right here. There we go. And we'll make these lines equal. So that way they're symmetric about the origin. And then the distance between them, we're going to set to 180. And then just trim off the top part and the bottom part here. I was kind of curious why this one had a little arc and this top one didn't, and it was because of the dimension right here in the circle. And so if you spin this around, you can make the arc go to the top or the bottom. Anyway, a little aside there. Okay, so now we're going to extrude this up to 138. That gives us this part, but then we need to also go all the way up to this top plane here that's at a 22-degree angle. So let's set up that top plane. What we need to do is set up some kind of line right here to swivel about. So we need a line to swivel the plane about to get that 22-degree angle. So what I'm going to do here is just create a sketch on the top face and then create a center line that's going vertical and make that tangent to this arc. So there we go. Now we've got something to rotate our plane about. And we can go into, we'll click on the top face, go into reference geometry plane, and we're going to be rotating about this line here. And we're going to set the angle to 22 degrees. I was doing this earlier, so I already have it set to 22 degrees. We have to click on the angle to tell it we want to rotate by that angle. Okay, so now we can take this top face here and use convert entities to grab the contour for that top face, and then extrude it up to surface. And the surface we're going to extrude it up to is this plane right here. So that'll lift this kind of sketch here, the closed contour up to that plane. And we don't need the sketch anymore. We don't need the plane. Whoops. There we go. Hide the plane. All right, so that's looking pretty good. So now let's look at this part here. We're going to draw a sketch that has everything. We're going to draw this circle here. We're going to draw the part that goes into here. And then we're also going to draw the circle that we need to cut away this part. That's going to be the circle with radius 100. All right, so we're going to do all of that in the front plane. Let's see, we've got some circles to draw. Let's draw those circles. Radius 75 for the little one. Diameter 75 and diameter 121. And then we'll also make the circle for 100 times 2, so 200. That's going to be the circle to do the cut. I'm just putting everything in one sketch so I can just constantly refer to that sketch rather than recreating lots of sketches. And the distance horizontally from the origin to the center of that circle looks like it's 150. And then we've got some lines that are going to this middle circle here. So let's start drawing those. And I'm going to go ahead and just draw it from here. It needs to be somewhere like inside of the shape. It can't be just lifting off of the edge here because we want the extrude to be, at least the left side of the extrude to be inside of the solid. Okay, go normal here again. All right, so we're gonna go from here, and then let's see if I can grab the tangent. If not, it's okay, we'll just make it tangent later. You know what, let's just do tangent as an afterthought. There we go. And we also want this line to be collinear with this line here. We want it to be collinear with this face here in a sense. So let me do that again. So here, control click, and then make collinear. I'll force it down there. We also want a line that's coming from the bottom here somewhere, not necessarily the origin, because we have to set the angle to 45 degrees. So let me make this one tangent. And then we can set the angle to 45 degrees, click on the line, click on the endpoint, and then try to grab this. There we go. So from the horizontal, 45 degrees. Looking good. And then we just want to close off that contour so that we can later on extrude. All right, so that looks like we were fully defined with that sketch. And there are a few things that we need to do. Let's go ahead and start with the cut. So I'm going to cut using this contour right here. And we'll do through all in both directions. So that's shaving off that part. You can see it's shaving off this part. And then we'll add in this part right here. So actually, let me switch over to a flat view tree display, show flat tree view. So I'm going to be referring to this sketch often. All right, so let's extrude. We're going to do a mid-plane extrusion, 120. And we're going to extrude this part right here, and then this part here as well. So that whole shape in both directions. Go. And back into the sketch, do another extrude. This time it's going to be 140. And we're going to grab that circle right there. And we're already set up for mid-plane extrusion. So that's looking pretty good for the body right there. If we look at it, that's pretty much the main body. Now let's go ahead and add the fillets. We probably want to do the fillets before we do the shell, so that the shell inside doesn't have sharp corners. Although it's not really 100% clear which one we should do first, but I think I got better volume results, even though I didn't quite get the exact volume, better volume results from doing the fillets first and then the shell. And there are two types of fillets here, or two different fillets. There's one that's 20, and those are the vertical lines here. Okay. And then the other type of, the other fillet is 5. And that's going to be all around the top right here, the bottom of this part right here, and here. And I think that pretty much covers everything. Definitely doing the face selecting here is nice, rather than trying to grab each edge. I don't see that there's a fillet on the bottom, and I don't see fillets here as well. So hopefully I'm right about that. Yeah, it doesn't look like there are fillets there. At least nothing noticeable. Okay, so that's looking good. Let's add the skirt next. For the skirt, we need a circle with diameter 246. So for that, let's go back to the sketch right here. And actually, we're going to create a sketch in the top plane. We'll grab that sketch, convert entities, and then create the circle with diameter 246. So then we want to extrude just that part that's in between the two. So I'll hit extrude. In this case, we're going to be a little bit fancy about our options here. So we're going to do a blind extrusion of 10, but if we look at where the skirt is, it's lifted up by 5 millimeters. It's not quite at the very bottom, it's lifted up by 5 millimeters, or in other words, offset by 5 millimeters. Now we could have created a plane that's up by 5 millimeters, but we can also use the offset feature of extrusion. So if we go from, we can go not just from the sketch plane, but an offset from the sketch plane of 5 millimeters. And that lifts it up 5 millimeters. You can see that it's going to not just do the extrusion from the sketch plane, but 5 millimeters up. Okay, so that's looking good for the skirt. We can take a look. Oh, I just realized I forgot to do the shell. So let me go back in and fix that. So I'm going to do the I'll go up here right after the fillets. We have to do the shell. It's 4, and we're going to just click on the bottom, right click, and there we go. There's the shell. Looking good. And I guess I wish I did this on purpose, but you can see how we just moved the blue bar up, and that'll insert the feature that you are creating right there above the blue line. And then when you go back, then it'll have those features still waiting there for you. So I forgot to do the shell, but that's okay. We can, instead of deleting all the work that we just did, we can go back and insert the shell and then drag the blue bar back, and there we have it. So now if we look at the section view in the front plane, go normal to it, you can see that the shell doesn't extend into the skirt because the skirt was happening after the shell of the main body. And the shell goes all the way up and around, just like it appears in this side view here. So one last thing to do, which is to create the hole. And that's no problem because we have a sketch that has that hole right there. So we'll click on the sketch and we'll cut the hole through all in both directions. Looking good. Okay, so if we check our volume, we've got 92462.1. And the answer key's volume is 924580.4 cubic millimeters. So this is off by 118.39 cubic millimeters, but that's only 0.013%, which is definitely within the 0.5% for the CSWP exam, at least from what I've heard. So I think we're good to go. If you guys do find any mistakes or any way that you got the answer keys answer, please let me know. And aside from that, thanks so much for watching. Take care and keep practicing.